Welcome to Thoughtful Thursdays, our Mediclinic's podcast series, and today we're going to be talking about summer vacations, how to prepare, how to decide on which vaccinations, and generally tips about travelling through the summer.
Thank you, Dr. Sana. I'm very pleased to be here today, and our topics is very interesting to start with.
Yeah, it's also a very important topic at this time of year because we're going to be talking about travel tips for traveling through the summer. So what do you tend to advise your patients?
Everyone need a vacation, isn't it? Usually I'll tell them, if you are planning for any vacation, make sure that you have list of things is always like packed with you. If you're traveling like in a group or individual or as a family, make sure that if your list of medications already been refilled, especially if you are going for a long vacation, make sure that you already had backed up all the things, especially if you're going for an area where there's a very hot in summer, like a sunscreen, your sunglasses, your hat. Make sure that also your clothes, like if you're going to in summertime, as we know, we should be packed with the full sleeve clothes, and also we have extra at least or recycled bottle of water to be with us.
Yeah, that's true. It's very, very important, especially depending on which country you go to, because some places you can't trust the water supply and some places the water is amazing.
So hydration is one of the most priorities. Usually I ask I advise my patients, keep on hydration. Wherever you are traveling, make sure always you have your bottle of water with you. Do not, like some people, so they tend to have soft drinks or other things with them. That's fine, but hydration, especially in the summer times, and especially for the kids, is really important. The other things we always ask the patients when they are coming for the travel advice, we tend to check with them the vaccination, because the vaccination sometimes when one of the requirement in most of the countries.
Yes.
So as you know, from the aviation perspective, and after the COVID-19, most of the airline usually they tend to send you all the guidelines for traveling, especially if you need a special vaccination to have or if you need a special form to fill. So I ask them, please go through these guidelines and read them. Whenever you're ticketing or you have your ticket, there always should be some guidelines for traveling.
Exactly. And if you're not sure, just pop in and talk to your family medicine doctor, because we can quite easily check which location you're going to and what's required. And for instance, some things like Umrah and Hajj have specific vaccinations, whereas some countries have specific yellow fever vaccinations and things, and we can let you know whether we can do them in our clinic.
This is why we advise before planning, at least take 1 week to recheck everything. Your vaccination are up to date, the guidelines to the traveling destination, you're packed up with your medication if you need a refill, and your children are also ready. And don't forget the allergy medication. Some people say they have some allergy to certain food or certain inhalants, so make sure also your anti-allergy medication is always with you.
Yeah, that's traveling. Always an important one to take, especially because sometimes if you go to a location, then you can have mosquito bites and you might be having a reaction to it. So some basic housekeeping is always a good idea when it comes to that.
Excellent.
What about what do you advise people when they want to know about, whether they need to take anti-malarials or vaccines for different locations?
So as we mentioned, it depends on the destination. Most of the time, if you are aware about the country you are going and the regulation and what are the common disease or condition, you can just pop in and on the some of the website, like a CDC website, which is usually will give you, if you just write the destination, you get the vaccination or what you need to do before traveling. If you're not aware, like some of us, we just pack and book and ticket without anything, just go to your GP doctor and ask them, I'm traveling to this destination, can you just give me advice?
Exactly.
What type of vaccination I will need? Do I need to take the anti-malaria or any prophylactic, which are the medication usually we take before traveling to these countries, or no?
Yeah, and we're more than happy to check these things out for you, because it's, we're very familiar with what needs to be done. Another question I also quite often get asked, and I'm sure you do too, is about burnout when you're traveling. I mean, burnout is normally something we associate with just actually working, but actually different types of travelers have different holiday behaviors, right?
I always tell my patient, if you are traveling or planning for a vacation, make sure this is a vacation where you need to relax and to balance between your activities and relaxation. Some of the people, they go on vacation, but it's not on vacation. They have 3 hours every day hiking, and they come and sleep for a few hours.
I keep wanting to climb mountains and do all this hiking stuff.
Yeah. So at the end of vacation, when you return back to your work, you're exhausted and you are super tired. So I always tell them, try to balance between these activities. If you would like to do hiking like me, I like to walk and do hiking, but balance at least one day when you're doing hiking, next day at least rest, hydrate yourself, boost your energy and everything, get enough sleep and get ready for the next day. And especially for the mothers, like mothers on vacation, they look like they are on the train, they want to get everything ready on time. Tell them, like, try to chill out during your vacation.
It's very important.
Easy. Yes, and try to be well prepared for it. If you are sleeping well and if you're having enough time for you to relax and balancing between your activity as a mother with the kids, you also can enjoy your vacation.
Yeah, I mean, I always think that when I'm on holiday, if there's a kids club or a kids activity that the kids like, I'm more than happy to put them there and just do my spa time, because I think we always have to remind ourselves almost as mothers to put ourselves first, which doesn't really come naturally, but it's very important, and kids actually appreciate you when you're in a better mood, I find. You know?
Because most of the resorts and hotel now, they have something called kids club. So for us as a parents, we always can, like put our kids in the kids club and we can enjoy the rest of the service, like a swimming pool, using the gym, or going for a walk while our kids are also enjoying their time in the kids club.
So I agree, and I also think that if you're the type of person that's happier being very active, then just take precautions, such as if you're going to climb a mountain, make sure you know that you can handle the altitude, or if you're going to go do a particularly rough hike, make sure you've prepared. Even for things like Hajj and Umrah, I tell people, look, start getting your steps in early so that you're prepared for however long that you might need to walk on these trips, because you don't want to be cold, that being your first time doing things, and it's very much easier if you've physically prepared yourself for whichever activity that you want to undertake.
Especially people are taking some certain medication that might sometimes they get tired. It's best advice is to get back always to your GP if you're going, as you mentioned, for hiking, high altitude especially. They are going to use the type of shoes they should use, and how they should be prepared, like a bottle of water, their sunscreen, and also their medication. They should not skip taking their medication, and plus the helpline. Some of the areas, we know when you're going for hiking, you should know where to start the hiking, and should be always in a group. I usually advise should be always with the group and a guide in case of any emergency happen to you. At least you have a tour guide or someone at least take care of you. And I always advise them, please make at least your plans for vacation 2 weeks minimum, at least, so you'll be well prepared what you are expecting from this vacation. And as you mentioned, it's always balance between relaxation and activities, and it's not burnout.
And also just check the resorts you're in. For instance, if you like hike and diving, for instance, just make sure that they're accredited, it's a safe place, that they have emergency precautions in place, and that they know what they're doing, and you are also aware of what could go wrong so that you're preempting it. And then enjoy your time, because we're here to try and explore the whole world above and below as much as we can, and it's the nicest thing to do, I think, on holiday, to find out about different places and about different parts of our planet that we don't know about.
Excellent.
Whether it's the Amazon forests or whether it's diving under the Red Sea. So enjoy your vacations. Be safe, and if you're in doubt, just pop in and see one of your family medicine doctors. We're more than happy to give advice on how to deal with your upcoming trip, whatever it may be. And it was really nice talking to you, Doctor.
Thank you very much for listening to us.
Thank you.